Hello everyone, it's Irene in here. So today I am bringing you another demo. Let me tell you something. The other time I told you about having this issue with the copyright content in my videos. Especially what is going on is it's especially the music, that is copyrighted. And it's kind of hard for us because we are most like there's a ton of people like me. We are just putting and demonstrating and promoting the demos of the games. Okay, we are not affecting anyone with this. The thing is, the music many times is copyrighted. And I started thinking, what am I going to do with this? Because there is no way that I can just mute some parts of my videos because it's going to mute my voice. YouTube now has like a thing that says that you can try to experiment to just mute the sound in the background, but it always ends up in an awkward way and muting you in some segments, and like it's not a good thing. So I started thinking, okay, I am just going to start like lowering the music, and that doesn't help either because they can find the copyrighted stuff anyway. And then I was like, okay, then I'm just going to mute the music. But then I felt like, well, sometimes you kind of need to have some ambience in there, like it's unless you just want to hear me talking, like you kind of need to have some ambience in there. So I was like, well, what the heck? Anyway, we'll continue to try to do this. I'll continue to put like maybe a bit lower. I'm going to keep the ambient sounds kind of up, but the music in itself, I'm going to put it lower. I'll continue to put it lower. So, I mean, whatever, it's just, it's very hard to deal with this because it's kind of like sometimes the developers, and it happened to me, sometimes the developers say, they get the copyright things and they are like, oh, it's fine, like this person is just putting a demo, it's totally fine, we are confirming and accepting that this person can use this. Do you understand? Like it's copyrighted, but this person can use this because they are just showing a demo to the audience. Sorry. Many times, and I would say most of the times, that doesn't actually happen. Why? Because the copyright stuff does not even belong to the developer. They contract some kind of like independent source. They paid, and the independent source, which is the one that is like doing the copyright claim or getting the copyright claim, they are not responding. They're like, we don't care, like. So yeah, so I'm kind of like dealing with this like in a lot of videos that I have in there, and I'm like, I can't, like I told you, like I can understand when this is pointed out to people that are putting the full games out there, and guilty, I do have some of them out there too, but it's not those that I'm having issues with. It's actually most of them are demos that I'm putting in here. And I'm like, why am I getting this? So yeah, I mean, we'll see it. So this one, let me tell you, this one, I actually played most of the demo already. I was kind of considering if I wanted to bring this one or not, and it's not because it's bad, it's not I will tell you along the way. This is like a visual novel. They consider it to have like a dark theme, We have a female protagonist. And once again, let me tell you this, once again, there's this emphasis to categorize it as an LGBT appropriate kind of game. And sometimes I kind of, it's kind of messy for me when they do this. I'm sorry for the community. I just want to say this to you, which is like, I think it's too much. How would you put it? Like they should be more specific. Do you understand what I'm trying to say in here? Because imagine we have a female protagonist in here, and it's just a female protagonist. You cannot become they, you cannot become he. So does this fit the LGBT community? Yes, but sometimes I feel like they need to specify it more, like it doesn't serve the gay community. Do you understand? Like, and it's too much of a broad, that's the word that I wanted to say. Like sometimes it's too much of a broad definition to actually categorize, for me, in my view, to categorize a game. Do you understand? Like, because imagine that I am a guy and I'm gay, and I'm like, oh, this is like one of those that is considered for the LGBT community. Yeah, but then, no, it's not for me, because, the protagonist is a girl and she will not change. Do you understand? Like, I mean, yeah, there's a ton of guys that play this game, a lot of gays that play this game too, like a lot of straight ones play Yuri and BL games too. Like, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying that is that, like, I feel like it should be more specific. Do you understand? Like, and not just say like, oh, it's like saying everyone in the community are going to find their romance in here, and it's like, no. But I'm not pointing out because this game has this. What I'm saying is that I've been playing quite a lot that have that description, and I always feel like, but it doesn't serve all of them, because LGBT has like several meanings, the lesbians, the gays, the transgenders, like it's too much broad. I'm like, they could have something that is more specific, That's why sometimes I tell you, like, it's kind of okay for the boys love or Yuri, or like that's why I'm like, sometimes I prefer to be more specific about it. So yeah, let me tell you, it features fixed female protagonist with defined personality and worldview, so you will always be this girl, okay? We do have, though, male and female love interests. They say moral grayness, major themes, emotional punch, branching narrative, multiple routes, many endings, romance, death, friendship, and more. And the name is Scarlet Hunt, as you are seeing. This is developed by Soft Poison Studio, and it's still in development. I think this developer is Swedish. I'm not sure though. And about the game, what does it mean to remain human in a world built of cruelty? If connections means loss, is it safer not to care? Scarlet Hunt is a story-driven visual novel blending high-stakes survival, dark romance, and psychological drama, with a sprinkling of thriller, supernatural mystery, and horror. In a dystopian world ruled by vampire lords, an opportunity arises. Participate in a deadly hunt for a chance of freedom, if you can outrun your hunters. Will you finally break your chains or be dragged into the abyss? Setting in a land conquered by vampires, the last bastion of humanity remains. However, the continued independence of the kingdom came at a price, a bloody one. Each year, selected human slaves are forced to participate in a gruesome hunt for a chance to earn back their lives. You take on a role of a young slave in a mining colony of the human kingdom. Years of brutal labor and oppression have burned the mark of resentment deep into your heart. Suddenly, an opportunity arises. Some say a curse, some say a blessing, most say a death sentence. You won't change the world, but perhaps you can challenge your fate. Okay, and that's it, what I have for the description of the game. They only have this planned for 2027, so yeah, it's probably still very recent. Other things, so options. You can I put it the font a bit bold because I prefer to be able to read it better. And you can increase the size. You know, I always like this. You can increase the size of the font, which I really like. And the music, I do not know. Maybe I should put even lower because I never know when this is going to. So let's return and start. So this demo contains the entire Act 1 of the game, and for my own experience, I'm counting on about 3 hours of demo. For those with limited time, we now include a compressed version which skips over day 2 and 3 of the story. Please choose which version you'd like to play. And I was telling you like about 3 hours for the full demo, okay? Not the shortened one. The shortened one, I don't even know, okay? So this is our main protagonist. She's Robin, and she always has like this face of like not being satisfied with something. So many moons ago, please, please, please. Damn. There. Hear that? She's close. Of course I do. She's making a mess of it. Ah! No, go away, please. I don't. Please. Oh, please. Please, please, please. Don't beg. Not yet. You'll cheapen it. Run. It's sweeter that way. Yes, we do not know what's going on here, and you won't know. Sorry to spoil it already. She's tired. I can smell it. I can't. Cock. Yes. Now. No. Not yet. Let her stand. Stay back. Still warm. Still breathing. Still fighting. Still human. Still human. Very. Please. Please. Did you... I felt it. How strange. No matter. I want her. Please. Then finish it. present day, I suppose. So this scene that you saw, I will tell you because otherwise it gets confusing for you. This scene that you saw, I think it's something from the past that happened, and it's a recurring dream that our main protagonist keeps having. Okay, yeah. Why? This is kind of like the thing that I was telling you at the beginning of the video, which is I was kind of like thinking, because this demo is like the 1.2, okay, and sometimes the developers bring better demos to show us the game, and I think this game at this stage suffers from a thing which is like transitions. I don't think the transitions in here are done in the best way, okay? So it's like you see this, and then you have like present, and you have like no freaking clue what the heck is happening there. But it's not only in there, it's like it feels like they pass from one scene to the other scene in a kind of awkward way, like transitions, as I told you. So it's like I liked the demo as I was playing, but at the same time I was feeling like I think this game has some kind of issue. My own opinion, I always say this is my own opinion, and I always try to be constructive about it, okay? Like I'm not criticizing in a bad way. I'm just saying that the game is still in development. It might change. We still have demo 1.2, it might change eventually. So okay, so present, huh? Why is it even that big of a deal? Maybe I should go back to trading, less risk. Move! This is what little rats get for snooping around. Gold metal snaps around your wrists. Whispers murmur in the crowd around you. Not her again, someone shrugs. Let her learn. The sun hangs high and proud, watching, judging, demanding. A sharp sting bites into your skin. You force a breath. It's not fair. Ari always gets away with a slap on the wrist. The whip lashes again, filling the square with the sound of leather on flesh. Flinches. Stares, blank. Yeah, I always like, oh my god, I don't know how to tell you. How do you say it? Sorry, I'm just, I do not remember the name. Do you say asterisk or star or something? I don't know. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is that I always like to see these type of indications with the asterisk, star, whatever. I don't know how you call it. Sorry. Shall we need soup tonight then again? See, like, once again, like, this is not made in the same way, which is like the guard is telling her to say I shall. Do you understand? That's what the guard is trying to make in here, but she's like thinking between those lines, so it gets messy in here. The blows are merciless, cutting, hungry. Covers face. Doesn't move. I shall never Never? Still better than the last time. Still. And certainly better than the ones hanging by the gate. Again. Ugh. One last crack splits the air, sending your body forward. What a lovely day for a little lesson, eh? She pats your cheek with a self-indulging satisfaction. Too proud. Okay, like this is like, is it asterisk that you call it? We call it asterisk. I don't know how you say it. It's like asterisk star, whatever. I do not know. I'm sorry, I do not know. Better be the last goddamn time. Something is unhooked. Next I catch you sniffing around the guard's pantry. Oh, I don't want to get beaten again, so I stay silent. You want to say something? I won't be gentle. But you know the cost of speaking up. Yeah, that's why I was like, nope. By the way, I told you that I did some part of the demo. Yeah, that's because I got a bad ending. So it might happen again, okay? A rough kick sends you to the ground. The captain's words fade into a low mutter as she turns away. Unruly brat. Like, see, you probably needed a bit more of the background music in here, and I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know if I should put it, because I don't want more troubles. Because you end up reaching a point where you need to take out the videos, you know? So what's the point then, you know? Better pray for the hunt. Her silhouette blurs and distorts, dissolving in the sand. The sun burns. Wounds stink. Blood dries and pulls tight. But the smell of your own scorching skin barely registers anymore. That bitch. Robin. A light thud wakes your motionless body. Someone kneels, hovering over you. Oh no, no. What's going? Huh? Oh no. The voices sound distant, fading in and out. Ugh. Your gaze drags upwards. Towards the two most familiar faces in the camp. Damn, didn't think they'll get you that good. I'm fine. Swaying and stumbling, you push yourself up. Fucking heck. I think this is not written in the right way because it is p, right? She's like p, and not petit. She's dead tonight. Ah, murderer's revenge dreams again. What number are we on now? What? How many times you've sworn to kill her? Lost count. Your head spins, legs threatening to fold. Watch out. We need shade, quickly. I'll try to clean this before they come looking for you. You two worry too much. Whoa. The ground suddenly disappears. Way too much. He sweeps you up in a bridal carry. I don't need this. Yeah, we know you're extremely tough. Put me down. But, hey, we're not letting you shrivel into a raising out here. Careful. I am careful. You are crushing her ribs. Oh, important detail. Nala scouts ahead. Ari adjusts his grip. The only sound left is the sand crunching underneath his feet. Sagging in his arms, your lungs deflate in a sigh. A sound of defeat. Fucking hag. A cold sting runs down your back as you press a damp cloth. Your fingers shake, jaw clenched so tight it aches. You refuse to make a sound. You will not let them see you break. Until... The cloth slips, blood smearing around. Robin, please, you shouldn't. I said I've got it. A lie, one you both hear. Nala kneels carefully as if you were an animal about to bolt. She takes the cloth from your hand, fingers brushing your wrist, her touch feather-light, almost unbearably gentle. Too kind. Instinctively, you stiffen. I'm sorry, I know it hurts. Just a little more, I promise. Hurts doesn't cover it. The whip burn. This sinks. Now that the fear is gone, every lash flares up, pain spreading slow and deep. Focus on the wall. Breathe. Ari is crouched a few steps away. See, there was a transition in here. And, remember that I told you that these games are mainly done by dialogues? Yes. I think the issue with this game is that they are kind of skipping, forgetting to put some details in here, minor details. For instance, you only see her, yeah, I'll do this, I'll continue, and you're like, what the heck is she doing, I mean, unless you already know where she's working, what she's doing, you reach in here and you're like, what is going on? Why is she panting and all of it? What's going on? Transitions in here needed a bit more definition in certain aspects. For instance, and then she went back to work at the mines. Do you understand? She's hurt, but she went back to work in the mines. Something like that. Just something that would kind of direct you to what was going on. Do you understand? It didn't have to be a whole paragraph. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Just some direction. And that's what I felt the whole game. The whole demo, of course. It was the transitions in here kind of lack some direction in here. I kind of feel what is going on, So yeah, she's making noises and trying to show that she's tough because she went back to work. Do you understand? Yeah, maybe you didn't understood just by hearing her, but I'm trying to situate you in the scene. Ari is crouched a few steps away. Robin, I'm sorry. He rubs the back of his neck. I should have gone instead of you. Sorry is cheap. Everyone's sorry when it's over. No. It was my turn, so I went. That's how it works. Wish I was a little damn better at it. So apparently they probably have a rotation of each night one of them goes and steals something from the pantry. Do you understand? And she got caught. Your fist slams into the stone wall, arm jolting from the impact. Robin, good. At least this pain is chosen. Nala's hands hesitate. She exchanges a look with Ari. Hey, it's okay. Don't be so hard on yourself. We're all doing what we can. You don't have to. Don't. You almost snap at her. Almost. Whoa, whoa. It will go better next time, yeah? I'm very surely positive. Easy for you to say when you're not the one getting dragged out like a lesson. You look him in the eye. The hag hates me. She looks at me like she's already decided how I'll die. And you? You are her favorite. Don't even need to do anything. Heck, she'll probably give you more just for existing. Ari lifts his hands, palms out. That's not fair. Neither is the whip. He shifts closer, grin sliding back. Hey, if I get more, we all get more. What, do you think I'll keep it all to myself? He bumps your shoulder lightly. Too friendly. How selfish do you think I am? Maybe you should be more? Empathy doesn't score points in a place like this. Inspirational, as always. He reaches into his pocket. All right, truce offering. He throws something small your way. Huh? A nut. Real food. Where did you get those? Perks of being useful. My criminal mastermind lifestyle is paying off. You look to Nala, who exhales softly. We slipped into the upper quarters while the guards were distracted. You know, beating her. What a good friends that I have in here. Distracted. You let out a dry laugh. By me, right? Of course. What a fine team we make. Let me know next time I'm the appointed weeping post. Ow, you make it sound so grim. Look at the bright side. You're an excellent scapegoat. Best I've ever seen. And I don't hand out compliments lightly. Okay, so let me tell you something. Remember that I told you that it's kind of hard for me to find like personalities that are kind of like my thing. Yeah, Ari has that. Ari is the type of guy that has like that personality that kind of gets to me. He's a troublemaker. I love the troublemakers. It just get to me. And he's kind of like positive all the time. He likes to be playful at the same time, trying to be positive about things. So I was like, yeah, I mean, Ari is really cool in that way. I mean, he's narcissistic and egotistical and all of it. It's just that he has like that troublemaker trait that I like. I really like that. And to be honest, like it's hard for me to find characters like that. So I'm always like really happy about finding them, you know. And I don't hand out compliments lightly. Yes, you do. Alongside lives your lungs. Your hand reaches for the nuts in his open palm before your pride can stop it. At least it makes the hag look stupid as hell. A shared chuckle fills the space. The moment fades quickly as you share the spoils. The place falls quiet again. Still, something felt off. Yeah, there were barely any guards in the quarters. Strange. Think they sneak off into the city or have secret dance parties? He gasps. Or both? Thought I was the confused one. I doubt the dance parties. But you might be onto something. Hope slips into her voice. Maybe this time. No. We've tried so many times. The walls are impossible. The guards still cover every key point. A duty shift won't change that. Ari shoots up. Never say never. Like he's very positive about things. A sprinkle of optimism from time to time wouldn't kill you, you know? Worse, it would make me sound like you. Nah, you couldn't pull off my charm. He runs a hand through his hair. Your eyes roll. But hey, a shift's a shift. Maybe it will give us a few minutes to catch our breath. Or to start our own dance party. Optimism doesn't kill, hope does. You've got too much of it. You say the nicest things. Hope is the only thing they can't take from us, which is kind of like true. I mean, they can. I mean, eventually you reach a point where they even kill that. But yeah. If you are like the optimistic type of person, maybe it could be hard for you to let yourself go down, you know. He reaches out, pressing nuts into your hand. We wait, we stick together, yeah? We keep each other sane. Preferably. We'll figure something out. You stare at him, then at the food. All right. You hesitate briefly, then close your fingers around it. The hunger is real, simple as that. Don't think this means I owe you. I wouldn't dare. For a moment, his hand lingers, steady and warm. Too close. You pull away, forcing yourself upright. Enough. Let's get back to work before they decide I need another lesson. You don't look back, but you feel Ari's eyes on you all the same. Bruised and aching, you manage to drag yourself back into the grind. Not that there's much choice in the matter. As claustrophobic as the lower tunnels can be, the stark temperature contrast and the refuge from the scorching sun are much welcome. Then there's like, sometimes I feel like there's something going on in here with the onomatopoeias, which like sometimes I can sense that what they are trying to convey is a panting, and instead they put it like a ha, and I'm like, this is not the right one to put in here. But maybe it's because they do not know themselves, you know, like maybe they are putting what they think it could serve in there, but it's not exactly. When you are reading, you feel like, for instance, I was like reading to myself, you know, when I was doing this, and I was like, oh, this is like huh, and then it was not, it was a huff, like so yeah, sometimes it's how to put it, like it doesn't fit. You'll see it. A droplet of sweat splashes onto the stone. Like I was saying this because you had like tip tip, and now you had like cling cling, but the sound was exactly the same. A droplet of sweat splashes onto the stone as you ready the cart. Overfilled rocks spill and scatter when you push upward. The sound ripples through the dark maze in echoing waves. Oh. Deep in a crevice, something grabs your attention. No way. An asphere bloom, more commonly known as everwhite. Thriving in darkness, where almost nothing survives, these flowers stand as a proof of nature's stubborn resilience. Once used as a symbol of the rebellion, Everwhites have been eradicated from most mines. Being in possession of one or using its motive is now strictly punishable by death. Seems like the guards got too fat on their roasts to squeeze it into these parts of the tunnels. So you could take it. I never destroyed, but you could take it, but you are probably going to get a bad ending with this one. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to leave it be. Just leave it in there. You smile to yourself as you mark the spot. I wonder how long it will take them to notice. Once ascended, you pause briefly to catch your breath. As you wipe your brow, something in the corner of your eye promises to make your bad day even worse. What you scared for, huh? She's shaking like a wet rabbit. Careful, you don't wanna catch fleas. You sneak closer to see. Nala being cornered. No, this shit again. Hey, quit it, Bran. Sure enjoying that boost of ego from kicking the small ones. Makes you look real tough. Touch the bunny and the ginger shows up. We're not quite done here, so if you could... Akim? Kindly? Get lost. Yeah, leave it, Ginger, or you'll be next. Oi, shut it, mate. Sorry. Your eyes flick between Nala and her tormentors. She trembles, tears running down her face. You step forward, closing the distance. Funny, aren't you? Let her go. Bran blocks your way with a puffed out chest. Too cocky. Move. Or what? You try to sidestep him, but he shoves you back. Both bullies close in. You glance at Nala. She takes the hint and darts around to take shelter behind you. What's your problem, man? The usual insecurity or something more sophisticated this time? You. He glares at you, fuming. You are stuck in a standoff. Until... What's going on here? Ari walks in, towering over everyone. Are you guys okay? Ari? Lucky for you, the doggy showed up. He backs off. You won't be so fortunate when the vampires gnaw on your necks. What? No one told you? He tilts his head, studying your faces like he's savoring it. The hunt. They are drawing from our camp this year. He says it nonchalantly, almost bored. Oi, you there, no chit-chatting. The air feels heavier, eyes flick from face to face. Bran steps closer, lowering his voice. Oh, how they are gonna get you. He leans in, breath warm against your ear. One by one. The words crawl under your skin. He glances at Ari. No one to save you out there. You're enjoying this way too much. How do you know you won't be picked? Oh, I will be picked. There's no way I'll miss my chance to leave this shithole. He flickers between you all. And I know for a fact at least one of you is going with me. Blood drains from your face, your chest tightens. Something clicks into place. Oi, back to work. You stand frozen, thoughts spiraling, voices fade, time stretches thin. You barely notice the guards forcing their way into the commotion. You do. A sudden yank snaps you out of it as she grabs you and Bran by the hair. Someone's enjoying her little defiant streak an awful lot lately. She drags you away. Oh, she shoves you both forward. You barely manage to keep from falling. The whip slides free. Oh, how I'll enjoy this. Damn it. You brace yourself as she raises the weapon, ready to strike. Take this, you little shit. Captain! The whip freezes mid-air. Quickly, the gates. She scoffs, disappointed. There will be consequences. Soon. As the guards leave, you notice the crowd has scattered. He scoffs, spits, and shoves past you with a deliberate shoulder check. At last, your chest deflates. Think the lucky stars. I couldn't handle any more insanity today. The sunset hour. The sun sinks behind the walls, bleeding out in streaks of amber and rust. At last the day nears its end, a welcome thought. There's only one way to end a rough day like this. I'm bloody tired. 1, 2, 3. Easy. Hey, those little shites been real pain in the ass lately. Now, you leap out from behind your cover, swiftly taking the next one. Oi, you little pussies, a few whiny brats is all it takes to wear you out? Keep laughing. Oi, what was that? Your lungs pause. Was that... Scratches his head. Rats? They resume laughing. Just a bit closer. Your shoulder brushes cold iron bars. Somewhere deeper inside, metal slams shut. Like this is panting. Like... Your breath drags in quick, hot bursts. A chill engulfs your back, counting heartbeats. You press yourself flat against the stone wall. Eventually, the voices fade enough. You slip into a narrow crevice carved between fractured stone. Hey, cheer up. No point in despairing prematurely. You emerge from a small gap in the wall and immediately get hit by a smell of burning residue. Ari paces around the struggling campfire, kicking a stray scrap aside. Nala simply watches the flames, arms wrapped around herself, sketchbook resting on her knees. You look down at the rubble and metal junk. The hideout. Your hideout. The only place where you can truly catch your breath, away from the whip, away from everything. I mean, statistically speaking, what are the odds of one of us getting chosen? Quite high, actually. It doesn't matter. The picking isn't random anyway. It isn't. I do not suppose it is. Robin, finally. I was about to send out a search party. You drop down beside them. You've made it a habit to gather here every evening after finishing your daily duties, ever since you found each other. The hag hates me. I might as well volunteer. Try to get out of this hellhole like Brand said. They exchange a confused look. What? You're volunteering? I don't know, maybe? You'd willingly sign up for that? The murder lottery? It's not bravery if that's what you're going for. No, but it could be an opportunity. Nala's finger pauses mid-sketch. An opportunity. A slaughter. With bonus screaming. You'll throw yourself at them just like that. And for what? A scenic tour of your own funeral? I have nothing to lose. Nothing. The fire crackles. Robin, those hunts are barbaric. It's a bloodbath, pure carnage. People don't come out alive. Nala drops her gaze. And if they do, they are not the same people. Usually missing important pieces. Limbs, sanity, their enthusiasm for outdoor activities. We can find another way out of here, I'm sure of it. But whatever you are thinking, please promise you won't do anything stupid. Any of them, I promise. You're right, we need to be smart about this. It's too risky to be reckless. His expression softens, tension easing from his shoulders. Nala turns her diary towards the firelight. Pages filled with tunnels, measurements, and question marks. What if we find those old tunnels from the rebellion? I think I'm getting close, maybe. She's been working on this like she's gonna liberate a nation with a rumor. Always a dreamer. We've been trying to figure it out for months, Nala. There's no way out. But the air shifts near the east corridor. I felt it. There's space behind the stone, and it's just some old folks' tale to keep our hopes up. And hope is a fool's game in a place like this. Let it go already. The tip of Nala's pencil snaps. The words come out too sharp. I'm just so tired. I'm just saying, if it were real, someone would have escaped already. I know exactly what you need. A scientifically proven morale booster. Ari walks up to the fire and digs something out with a metal rod. Huh? He tosses something your way. Careful! A scorching potato lands in your hands. Hot, 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 hot. You immediately send it back his way. Is it? She reflects it to you. Nice one. Take this. Whoa. Didn't know I engaged in a professional potato thrower. Careful, Nala. She's been training for the underground potato league. Yeah. The potato flies back and forth. Careful, careful. This is our entire food supply. See? If the tunnels fail, we'll simply escape by weaponizing root vegetables. And for a moment, just a second, the walls are just stone. The guards are just shadows. The future is something that still exists. Nala laughs again, bright and unguarded. The potato slips from her hands. Oops! Rolls into the fire. No. It's going to get burned. All three of you dive to rescue it at once. Get it out! Get it! A loud bell splits the air, the curfew hour. Somewhere beyond, iron gates begin to close. Ari quickly puts out the fire. You place items back into their hiding spots. blanket under the metal, kindly between the rocks. Nala's diary lies open, one unfinished tunnel sketched in hopeful lines. All good? Let's go. The bell does not stop. Sleeping quarters. The night comes, but the sleep does not. You turn to the side. Ari is long passed out, breathing slow and even. Nala's side of the room is empty again. A long, tired breath. Something about the day's revelations cling to you, refusing to loosen its grip. The damp chill of the cave air presses against your skin, a constant reminder of unease. Your fingers run up and down your back, feeling the scabbing wounds. Peace is rare here, but tonight it feels impossible, as if something old has been disturbed, something you thought you had buried for good. You roll. The hammock creaks softly, like they are sleeping in hammocks. I'm going to make you a question. Have you ever slept on a hammock? I did, and I regret it for the rest of my life. You know, hammocks are fine for you to, like, you know, take like a little it's not sleep, it's I want to say the word and it's not coming. You know, a little sleep, whatever. It's not coming. Freaking word. It's like right here on my tongue. It's not coming. When you want to just take like a little sleep, whatever, it's fine. But when you are like, oh, I'm just going to like spend the night in there or something. Oh my god, it's so bad. Like I remember that I couldn't even move because your back is just aching. It's just aching loudly inside of you. Yeah. You stare up at the cave ceiling, watching shadows crawl across the stone. Your eyes flutter. Voices emerge first, angry, broken. This is madness, absolute insanity, toying with us like we're some kind of gamecocks. He slams the newspaper onto the table. The headline is bold. The ink is dark. Mom sits at the table, head buried in hands. And they dare to call it mercy? Just another one of the bloodsucker's twisted games. His shadow stretches along the walls, growing long and warped, its edges clawing at the corner of the room. Like, you understood you had another transition here, right? She's dreaming, okay? Like, I know, you might feel like me, which is like kind of like right now I know what's going on. But before, I felt that the transitions were kind of like, what? So she was like in the hammock, and now what is this? Like transitions, I was just awkward. The passing of transitions in here. For years they hunted us for control. Now that they have everything, they want to hunt us for sport. His pace is sharp, erratic. Every step tightens the room to humiliate us further. The word hunt sticks in your head. That's scary when he's angry. Ma, what's a hunt? Silence slams down harder than the shouting ever did. Mom looks up. Her eyes are red, exhausted. She forces a smile that doesn't quite hold. Hey, you shouldn't be hearing this. She kneels in front of you, gripping your arms a little too tight. Her hands tremble. She looks you straight in the eyes. Go to bed, okay? She holds your gaze, bleeding, afraid. Dad keeps pacing. Back and forth. Back and forth. As you turn around, the sound echoes. Back and forth. Each step louder. Back and forth. Wetter. Back and forth. Stickier. You look down. Red begins to seep through every creak and crack. The floorboards are bleeding. You take a step back. It follows. Ah! I don't want to scream in here. I told you it's morning. I don't want to make that type of noise. You reach your room. It's locked. Something's written on the door. You look closer. Run. Ah! See, like, the way it is, like, she's panting again. Like, I think the use of the onomatopoeias in here it's not the best one, because this could actually mean something else, not actually what is in here. But what I think they want us to think it's panting. She's like, okay? Just a dream. It's just like when you start having, because I already did this. That's why I can do it like this. But if it was like the first time, if I was doing the first time this one with you, I would be very like doing some noises that wouldn't even match the scenes, okay? Because that was what I felt the first time. Like they are not matching, you know, the... I don't know if you have another name for it. We call it onomatopoeias. They are not matching. The sounds are not matching in here. But I have the feeling that the script of this game was made more into a storyboard than actually a real script. I keep feeling that. Why? Because of what I was telling you about the transitions. Like when you are seeing like manga or an anime, you kind of like, you do not need to have a lot of descriptions, do you understand, for transitions. And I think this is what happened in here. Like the person that thought about this thought this in a more of a storyboard kind of idea, and it ended up like missing some transitions in here that are kind of like important to actually situate us, you know, give us some directions. So noon break. But I do think the game looks really good though. I also like that the script, you know, the text in here is not very long. It doesn't go from one side to the other. It could stretch a bit more though. It could stretch a bit more. But I like it that it's very centered. The size, you know, is good too. And the visuals are pretty, you know, the visuals are pretty. As far as good days go around here, you are lucky enough to feast upon a fish. An actual meal and not a single lashing so far might be a new record. A victory measured in bones unbroken and skin still your own. You've learned to appreciate the small things to keep yourself sane, or perhaps your mind is long gone and you're just telling yourself otherwise. Is a lunatic aware of their own madness? Doubtful. Murmurs and the stench of despair linger as you meander through the busier parts of the camp. Since the time allows so, your stroll back to the mines remains rather leisurely. An occasional scream cuts through the crowd's chatter. No, please! No! Ah! The scenes are all too familiar. Lashings. Mercy! Elderly slaves too frail to mind dragged aside, left in the sun until they either recover or don't. A woman turning her back to shield her child from the enforcer's blows. No one intervenes, no one dares. Survival here depends on learning where to look and where not to. They are all just waiting for death inside the mines shafts or out here in the sun and whips at whip's reach. Maybe it was more like at whip's reach. I don't know. I wonder which one makes for a worse end. A soft melody weaves through the air. You recognize it immediately, a remnant of the failed rebellion. A promise passed down like contraband, a shared hope, fragile and dangerous. They hum it anyway, lips barely moving. When a guard comes too close, it fades. Then returns once more. Some keep dreaming. As you round the corner, the air suddenly grows heavy. Smoke stings your eyes and clings to your clothes as you move through the sapphire haze. A familiar smell, sharp but not entirely unpleasant. One could call it refreshing. Why is the person like, what? Going insane, probably? Their laughter is sharp, fractured, erratic. Still can't believe this. They allow. Oh, it was because they were smoking? Yeah. Or at least don't outright lash for. These inconspicuous plants grow abundantly in many parts of the desert. Some found that when crushed into dust and inhaled, their leaves can deliver psychotropic properties. Oh, okay. So they are kind of high. Okay. A cope's a cope. In the midst of chatter, you catch a glimpse of a hushed conversation. This year is different. None of us will last long. This is madness. Something about those fragmented whispers makes your hair stand on end. You tune in. No survivors this time. If they choose me, I'll rather slit my own throat. And they are not just hunting for sports here, either. I heard they are looking for something. The tensions in the vampire's lands are about to burst. Even the highborns are at odds, and we will be the collateral. When they fight, we bleed. Gods help us. You shrug it off and continue on your way. But the whispers follow, lingering longer than the smoke. Today was a decent day. I'm dying. A familiar voice stands out in the crowd. Like, for instance, they put like a, and I think it's a psych in there. Would you actually write it as a? I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't. So, I don't know. Write down my final words. Tell my wife and kids I love them. You push through a small cluster of onlookers to find Ari wallowing in an exaggerated faint. Ari, you don't have a wife or children. That's why I'm dying alone. He collapses dramatically onto a pile of cloth. I love these types. I don't know how to put it. I love them. Because they are like funny and playful and many times like troublemakers and stuff like that. Yeah, I love them. You were trying to sew your clothes again. Oh, how I suffer. And you pricked yourself again. A mortal wound self-inflicted on an immortally handsome being. Looking away, he stretches out his arm towards you, a thin stream of blood running down his thumb, already halfway dried. Tragic. I'll start drafting the memorial. You turn around and start walking away. Wait! In a blink, he's on his feet, fingers closing around your wrist. The small audience has mostly dispersed, yet he leans closer as if afraid of being overheard. Are you okay? How exactly do you expect me to reply? Or rather, which answer would make you feel better? He glances briefly at your back. It's just, I'm. It's just getting a bit intense. You getting yourself in trouble so often lately. You know, it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything is always fine. You ease your wrist from his grip. But if you're so worried, you're always welcome to step in more, you know? Robin. That's not. Anyway, something weird's in the air today, whispers. They are scared, that's all. Another exaggerated pose slides in like a mask, a practiced performance. Not everyone can be as brave as moi in the face of inevitable horror. Bravest man alive. Except when needles come around. I wouldn't worry too much. Hey, we stick together, right? No matter what comes. Yeah. A suspicious thought creeps into your mind. How did you get the sewing kit? Jealous? He sends you a mischievous smirk. You send him a stern look. Okay, I guess mysterious and charming doesn't work on you. Show me mysterious and charming and I'll let you know. Meanie. Alright. Trading. Better than stealing. Less risk. The risk, however, he looks at his bleeding thumb, lies in the craft itself. Right. Why even attempt when Nala would fix it in 5 seconds? Yeah. Maybe I'm trying to become more independent. Better late than never. Alright, smartass, let's see how that sass carries your pickaches, shall we?